What's going on, guys? It's New York Prepper here. Just wanted to do a very important video about buying ammo and some important considerations that you should make before you go out and buy a bunch of ammo. So, with this whole coronavirus thing going on, there's a lot of people that are panic buying ammunition, all right? There's a lot of people that, I've seen huge lines at my local gun shops. Normally my local gun shops are pretty dead. But we've seen huge lines at gun shops around the area. And, so I know that ammunition is on a lot of people's minds, especially my followers, a lot of you guys that are subscribed to me. I have conversations with you guys outside of YouTube, and you all tell me that you're trying to buy ammo now and stuff. So I wanted to just give you a very quick things that you should consider when you're buying ammo, all right? Especially if you're going to invest a lot of money into ammo and you're going to spend a couple $100s on ammo. You want to make sure that you get the right kind of ammo. You don't want to just get anything, all right? If you get junky ammo, it doesn't matter what kind of weapon you have. It's not going to perform the way that, it was meant to, all right? So you want to always get good quality ammo, but obviously something is better than nothing, but a lot of people out there don't know what they're buying, all right? There's a lot of guys that are new to guns and new to shooting, and they don't understand ballistics and different types of bullets and bullet technologies. I've been into shooting for probably 2 decades now, and I've been really serious about shooting and marksmanship and big game hunting and long range shooting for the last 10 or 15 years. So I have a lot of knowledge about ballistics and terminal ballistics and internal, external ballistics, so I wanted to just give you guys some quick tips. That's something that's critical, especially if you're stocking up for SHTF or some kind of situation, okay? Whether it's home defense or personal defense on the street. There's different types of bullets that you need to consider, okay? And I've done a longer video if you check out some of my playlists. A couple of months ago, I did a video on selecting bullet selection for SHTF, all right? And it's not just about the velocity and the foot-pounds of energy. It's about the type of bullet for the different applications you plan to use those bullets for. So I broke it down in that video. I did an in-depth discussion, but basically there's 3 types of bullets that you need for any kind of SHTF situation or just general purpose. There's 3 categories of bullets, all right? You have personal defense, which I consider to be like concealed carry in an urban area, where you're kind of, there's people around and you're concerned about over penetrating, all right? Or if you live in an apartment building, you don't want to over penetrate and hit your neighbors, okay? So that's what I call personal defense. That's the first category of bullets. Second category is hunting bullets, all right? Hunting bullets require better penetration, but they also need to have a little bit of expansion, all right, to create a good wound channel, which creates a humane one-shot kill on most animals, okay? So there's hunting bullets, personal defense bullets, and then you have penetrating bullets, all right? Those are the 3 categories. Penetrating bullets is something that you would use either if you're in an area with dangerous animals like bears or not lions, but thick-boned or thick-skinned animals, all right? Like in Africa, a thick-skinned animal would be like a Cape buffalo or rhino or something like that. Obviously, we don't have those here in North America, but like black bears, brown bears, and polar bears would be considered, dangerous animals, and you need penetrators for those kinds of animals if you're defending yourself. Another thing too is that for SHTF and personal defense, you need to have a certain amount of penetration, all right, in order to penetrate obstacles, because you don't know what type of situation you're going to be in. All right, you don't know what the terrain is going to be like, what the environment is going to be like. So my recommendation to you guys is when you're going out to buy all your ammo, because I know a lot of people are doing that now, make sure you have enough ammo for each of these three categories, okay? Your personal defense category, your hunting category, and your penetration category, all right? And what I see is a lot of people, they're just buying whatever they see because that they think that they're just going to get one bullet and it's going to do everything for them. It's going to drop a bear, it's going to shoot through cover, and it's going to also work on the street in a concealed carry situation. All right, but you need to have different bullets for different applications. That's why there's so many different bullets on the market. All right, there's no one size fits all, unfortunately. So my recommendation, like here, you see I have a couple of boxes of ammo, and I highly recommend you check out Underwood Ammunition. They're very good company, very fast shipping. They still have a lot of stock on a lot of things. So what I have here are 44 Magnum bullets. Actually, one of them is 44 Special. The one on the left is a 44 Special, but I'll show you an example of the three. This is an example of the three categories here. This is a personal defense bullet, all right? It's a big, giant hollow point. You see that? This is a Spear gold dot hollow point, all right? You can see how big that hole is in there. All right, and the reason why is this hollow point will expand once it hits any kind of tissue, human tissue or animal, whatever. It's going to expand and it's going to slow the bullet down. It's not going to penetrate as well. All right, so on one hand, it has terrible penetration, but on the other hand, it's very good terminally against soft tissue, soft targets. All right, it's bad. Very bad against hard targets or targets that are behind cover or behind vegetation. Hollow points are a terrible choice in those situations. But if you're in a situation like let's say police officers where they deal with people on the streets and they don't have vegetation in the way, they're not dealing with people that are hiding behind cover. It's usually an open street or open area and they're facing their suspect, and there's nothing in between them and the suspect, and it's a clear shot. The suspect is not wearing any body armor, so a hollow point is a perfect choice for that because it will do a lot of damage because the bullet will expand up to twice the size, all right? And that will create massive damage and, do very, very quickly stop the attacker, So concealed carry, if you're going to have concealed carry, street carry, or if you live in a built-up area and you want to prevent over-penetration, that's what you get, a really nice hollow point like this, gold dot hollow point, okay? That's what hollow points are made for, all right? But again, hollow points are very bad for penetration, and that's where you got to make sure you get a penetrator like this. This is the Underwood Extreme Penetrator, all right? This has a solid copper, this is a solid copper bullet, okay? There's no lead in here at all. And, because it's solid copper is a lot harder than lead. So if there's somebody, let's say it's an SHTF situation and somebody's breaking into my house, I don't know if the guy's going to be hiding behind a wall. I don't know if the guy's going to be hiding behind a car. I don't know if there's going to be vegetation in the way, bushes, brush, trees, whatever. I want something that's going to fly true and pass through any obstacle that's between me and the target, all right, and the threat. And that's why a lot of guys overlook is getting a penetrating round, okay? So in my situation, 44 Magnum, I usually get these extreme penetrators. I also have hard cast, all right? Hard cast is another option, which is more for like bear defense. It has a very flat nose. It's a flat nose hard cast, so it's a solid lead bullet, but it's a hard cast lead that has zinc and antimony in it. And the antimony, it makes the lead harder. Same thing with the zinc. So it can penetrate better, okay? And it has a flat nose, so it can punch through, heavy tissue, okay? and bones and things like that. But you know, get yourself some kind of penetrating round. All right, I see a lot of guys are focused on hollow points, you know, but they don't even know the downsides to a hollow point. All right, hollow points are designed for soft targets. They're not designed for punching through walls, punching through cover, you know, punching through vegetation, which is something that you may encounter if you're defending your home, or if it's an SHTF situation. You're not going to have the ability to choose your battlefield. All right, your threat is going to choose the battlefield for you, and you have to be able to adapt to that battlefield and have the proper equipment to handle it. Okay, and that's why it's good to have a variety of ammunition on hand for different scenarios. So these penetrators are very good for that. I could also use this for bear defense if I have to, because it's the solid copper. It's going to have a nice punch through tissue. All right. But what I typically do is, if it's a home defense situation, and if I'm carrying my pistol for home defense, I stagger my bullets. Okay. I don't keep only hollow points or only penetrators. I mix them. So what I have is I have a mixture of hollow points or soft points, or even like this hunting bullet here, which is a controlled expansion bullet. It's designed to expand a little bit slower and penetrate a little bit deeper than the pure street defense hollow point. So I stagger these. I mix them together, all right? And that's what you guys should do when you're buying your ammo. Get yourself enough penetrators, you know, full metal jackets, these Underwood extreme penetrators, hard casts, etc. All right, get yourself enough penetrators, because you don't know what kind of situation you're going to be in. If you have to shoot through cover, if there's a bad guy in your house and he's hiding behind a wall and he's shooting at you from behind a wall or multiple walls or some type of solid object, you want something that can penetrate through that and deliver lethal ability, you know, lethal capabilities. So get yourself some penetrators, guys. Don't just focus on hollow points. And again, consider hunting bullets as well, in case you have to provide food for your family. You want a good solid hunting bullet, and a hunting bullet like this one. This is the Hornady Flex Tip. All right, this is the Hornady Flex Tip 44 mag. All right. The flex tip bullet, it doesn't have to be this particular round. It's sort of like a hollow point, but it's a little bit, has more controlled expansion. The lead core is a little bit tougher than a regular, like this gold dot hollow point. It has a tougher lead core, so it doesn't expand as quickly, so it can penetrate a little bit deeper. All right, and that's what you want for hunting, okay? Because some of the animals you hunt, they have a larger torso that you have to penetrate through to get to the vitals, okay? So 3 categories of bullets, all right? You want your penetrators, like I said, to punch through cover. And if you live in bear country or some other type of area with large, dangerous animals, then penetrators are critical. But for penetrating through cover, all right, get yourself a full metal jacket. You know, you should have at least a 50-50 mix of full metal jacket and hollow points. And like I said, stagger them, okay? So when you load up your magazine or you load up your revolver cylinder, stagger them. So you have like 1 penetrator and 1 hollow point, or 1 penetrator and 1 hunting bullet, depending on what the situation is, all right? So by staggering them, it gives you variety, all right? And you don't have to be in the middle of a firefight. You don't have to start searching for your penetrators. If your threat is hiding behind cover or something like that, you have that mixture already inside of your cylinder or inside of your magazine. So stagger your bullets and make sure you have enough penetrating rounds. All right, if you have a 9mm, get yourself like a lot of full metal jacket. Okay, full metal jacket is a penetrator. All right, so if you're loading up your magazines for home defense, providing that you don't have any close neighbors nearby, I would mix it, you know, with full metal jacket and a hollow points. Stagger them together, guys, okay? So, and like I said, make sure you buy plenty of ammo from each of the different categories, okay? Hunting bullet, street defense, and penetration, all right? So that was my quick tip for you guys. So I hope that helps you. And remember that when you're going to buy ammo this weekend. All right, and check out Underwood Ammunition. They have a lot of good offerings. They have very high quality ammunition. These two right here are Underwood. You can see they have these nice nickel plated cases here. They use flash suppressed powder, so they have low flash powder, meaning that there's not going to be a big flash when you shoot them. So that's an added benefit, especially if you don't want to put a flash suppressor on your weapon. They have a lot of innovative different bullets that they use, like this penetrator. They have a lot of good, long-range bullets as well with very good velocities, and they use a lot of hot loads and hot powders, and their prices are very, very reasonable, guys, very reasonable. Similar prices to Hornady and the larger companies, all right, and they do very high quality. I mean, for the price that you pay for their bullets, very good quality stuff, guys. I mean, you could even see in the packaging, how nice they give you this nice little box here that you can reuse for when you reload. Check out Underwood, guys. All right, so that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. God bless. And don't forget the 3 Ps: prepare, practice, and persevere.